Good morning. We're going to talk this morning about victimization. It's been a while since we brought this topic up, but we feel today that it would be a particularly good thing for us to go over again how you become powerless or give up the power that you create the reality that you live in. Many humans will look around in their life and decide that perhaps someone else or something else is the cause of what is missing or not satisfying, let's use that term, in their life. And as you adopt this way of thinking, this way of being, you are the creator of a powerless existence or expression. And one of the reasons you don't feel good as you do it is the divine part of you is trying to notify you all the while. You're headed in a direction that's not going to yield you the result that you would like to have in the life that you are in, you see. We've talked so many times about congruency, and we have written a book called Choose Your Universe, where we discuss that a human is always choosing between what it is that is available to them in the life that they are living. And we have guided you or told you to put the choices that you have in each hand, and then in your power, choose which one is most in alignment with you, and then get congruent or behind the choice that you make. But the problem with the human is, they do make a choice, but then they become victimized by it, incongruent with it, and adopt the belief that somehow something has been placed upon them that has revoked or taken away something that they miss or want in their life. You are the picker, the chooser, the one that gets to decide. And the life experiences that you have, or what is available to you in choices, is your creation. It's what you have to choose from. It doesn't mean that that is going to be your life choice or your lot in life or the only thing that you can ever have now. But it means that whenever I choose something, I know that I have to align to it, be congruent with it, focus on the things I love about it. And in that way, I will become aligned to what the universe really knows would make my heart sing or make me feel fulfilled or complete. Many people think if I get congruent with the choice that I've made, I'm giving up. I'm living in a situation I don't like, I don't want to be in. But that's not what you're doing. You're moving into mastery. You're trusting in the fact that the universe has felt you, it knows you, it can satisfy you, not just in ways that you think would be satisfying, but in ways that all of you would be satisfied in. But you're never going to get that opportunity. You're never going to get those experiences as you stay in victimization, because that's what you're doing when you feel as though someone else has created an experience that is interrupting the one that you would prefer to have. There's only one thing going on here, and you're it. You are the one that is creating the experience that you are in. It's futile for you to really state to another that I am missing something, I don't have something, you're feeling terrible as you do it, but yet you continue on. What benefit is there when you know that your emotion is creating your reality? Do you want more of the lack? Do you want more of the not feeling good? Do you want the more of the powerlessness that you are projecting as you do this? You have to decide what your choices are and make a clean, clear decision of what it is you're choosing, and then move into power behind that choice. And think about all the things that you love about it, all the benefits that you have because of it. And then let the universe do what it does. Do you think that nothing else will come to you unless you toil, unless you are miserable, unless you are constantly stating the lack of something of which you do not have? Is this how you think that creation works? You're in for a rude awakening if this is what you believe. The universe knows you, it feels you, it has you, but it can only return on you. And if you continue in your victimization, if you continue in the idea that somehow you are being deprived of something by someone else or a certain circumstance or situation, then the universe has no choice but to provide you with yet more of those types of feelings. But, here's the big but. If you decide to align to what it is that you have picked or chosen in your life, and realize that in alignment, all things are possible, and the levels of satisfaction of which you could achieve in this alignment is so far bigger than what you yourself could ever imagine in your own experience. So it comes down to trust again, doesn't it? It comes down to believing. It comes down to knowing the creator that you are, that the universe of which you are a part of, that is emanating back at me a mirror of what it is that I desire. It can't emanate back to you what you desire as you are focused upon what you do not desire. Why do we have to keep going over this over and over again? Is there some satisfaction in being a victim? Is there some satisfaction in the feeling that my life is not my own fault? My life has been caused by someone else. And then what would that satisfaction be? What would be the feeling that would come to you, in fact, if you felt that that were the truth? We would imagine that you would be sad. We would imagine that you would feel very powerless. We would imagine that you would feel a sense of not belonging or part of something. And this would be your sign or signal of your disconnection from the divine part of yourself. It has nothing to do with anyone outside of yourself, and it has everything to do with the emotions that are stored inside. It's not about something that you have in your experience that you are not wanting to experience. It's about an emotion that is unconsciously being expressed over and over again, and your justification that that emotion should be expressed, that is actually bringing to you the very experiences that you're not wanting to see in your experience. So the only way out of this thing is to recognize how you're feeling and to know that that feeling is still going to be there, whether or not you get the experience that you think would remove it or not. You would still feel lonely. You would still feel sad. You would still feel powerless if you chose something opposite of what you have. And this is the sign or signal that it's not about the experience. It's about what's contained in you that's calling for healing. It's about what you are holding in justification of not having the experience that you want, that is actually the creative thing of the experience you don't want. So take a look inside. What is the feelings that are evoked within you in the lack of something that you think if it were fulfilled, you would be fulfilled? In every choice, there will be something that will be given or taken. And if you have given and you're not feeling good, and you are experiencing emotions that make you feel sad or lonely or disconnected or not part of something, then look at the other choice that you have and ask yourself, if I made a different choice, if I actually did a 180 here and picked something exactly opposite of what I've chosen, what would come to me then? We can tell you already what's going to come to you, that same group of emotions. And even though you think it's about having something different or making a different choice, that different choice is going to bring back those same emotions. You're going to feel sad, you're going to feel lonely, and you're going to feel left out. And so until you deal with those aspects within yourself, they're going to keep coming back, louder and louder and louder. You have to love them out of yourself. You have to understand that your life experience has caused you to feel sad, disempowered. This is what it has caused in you and left out. And then you have to look at the experiences that you've had and soothe yourself that you're not wrong for how you felt, that most people living in your experience would have felt the same way had they had to live it. And in this way, you soothe it out of yourself. But if you think that changing your circumstances and hopping around here like a bunny into one thing and then another is going to heal you, you got a lot to learn. Let's just say that. Good day.